Hello and welcome to my video on routing a Route 53 domain to your EC2 instance. In other words, you have a computer somewhere in Amazon's data centers and you need to access it without typing in EC2 dash my IP, whatever that is, dot Amazon AWS, that very long URL. So instead, you'll be using yourdomainname.com and then you can get to your instance. But there's some steps that you need to take. I've pulled up a guide here called Routing Traffic to an Amazon EC2 Instance. I haven't done this before. So I'm going to show you from a perspective of someone that has never done it before how long it's going to take. I think it's going to be easy based on the steps and the lack of technical requirements here. I have my instance here, and normally I would need to type this in to the browser. I haven't set up HTTPS yet. That's going to be in a future project. That's why it says not secure. But this is what I need to type to get to my instance. I don't want to do that. Instead, if we go to Route 53, you'll see that I actually have bought a domain. I actually bought it today. And let's click on this. And so it's called binarygraphy.com. So my task is to put binarygraphy.com here, and it's gonna pop up this. I haven't set it up yet, so it's gonna look like this. So let's begin. The first step, I'm gonna be following this from a different window so it doesn't get in the way, but I will also link this in the description of the video. You can click on that and follow along. So first things first, it says I need to get the IP address for the instance. That IP address is going to be an EC2, and it's going to be in instances, and you just click on your instance, the public IPv4 address right here. So I've got that. So I'm going to copy that. And then it says, by the way, this is an elastic IP, right? I recommend that you set this up, and it's very easy. All you got to do is just click on allocate elastic IP address, and then literally just that, and then allocate. After that, you'll get an IP here. Click on that IP, and then you can associate this elastic IP address with your instance, and then it'll give you the private IP address. Click that, associate, and then you have the elastic IP in now linked to your instance. I would recommend that because if your instance were to turn off, then and turn it back on, then you're gonna get a different IP, and that's really annoying. But with an elastic IP, it is elastic, meaning that you turn off the instance, you turn it on, it'll stay with the same IP because it's associated with that instance. Okay, so the next step says to open the Route 53 console. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put that here. And then it says choose hosted zones. Okay, choose the name of the hosted zone that matches the name of the domain. Okay. In that case, it would be, let's see. So hosted zones right here. Choose the name of the hosted zone, which is this one. I guess that's what they call domains. And then I would create a record. So it's gonna say to, let's see. Okay, so it's going to be here. Then I have to specify the following values: a routing policy, a record name, and some other things. We're going to do that one by one. So choose the applicable routing policy. It's going to tell me to choose a routing policy, which is another step, but doesn't seem to be that difficult. It's going to be, let's see. So we're going to look at this together. It says, I'm looking at the simplest one, right? The best thing for me to do is always to look at the simplest one, because we're not concerned with technicalities at the moment. We just want to get it up and running. Use for a single resource that performs a given function. A web server that serves content for the example.com website. This sounds essentially like what I need. I don't need to do process of elimination for the rest. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to basically select that. It's going to be simple routing policy. Okay. But I need to specify the following values when I create a record. So let's see. Okay. I see the routing policies here. Simple routing. Perfect. Record name. Enter the domain name. So for the record name, it's going to say, and I'm actually going to keep this, minimized like this. Okay. We're on this step right now. Enter the domain name that you want to use to route traffic to your EC2 instance. The default value is the name of the hosted zone. Yes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to, essentially it's just that. Because we're keeping it blank to create a record for the root domain, which we are. We would put like somewhere .binary_fee.com if otherwise. Okay. Next step is going to be to value route traffic to, choose the IP address or another value. Yes, so we're going to put that right there. And let's see here. Record type, choose. Okay, we've already done that. An A record, and then TTL is going to be 300 by default, and then choose create records. I think that's it. Now it says something about elastic IPs. It says if you release the elastic IP, which means you delete it or you get rid of it, make sure you also delete the DNS record pointing to it. If you don't, you will have a dangling DNS record that can be taken over by an unauthorized user. So that's a security issue. Just make sure to clean up if you ever get rid of the elastic IP. So I think we've basically done it. Let's go ahead and see if it works. It works. Beautiful. We've completed the project. That's basically it, guys. So we've only taken about 5 minutes to set this up. This is a very simple task, but it's, something scary. It's like, oh my gosh, I have this website and now I don't know how to associate it with my instance. Like I didn't even need to log into PuTTY or go into the backend. So now we are able to access the website, the instance, in other words, the front end of it. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, give a subscribe as well for more content like this, where I walk you through setting up things, and comment if you want any requests as well. And I'll see you on the next one.